What would you say is the first step for a young guy to be able to go on that path of knowing how things really work with women?
You could watch red pill content. I would just do it with a grain of salt and understand that not all women are bad. You are seeing the most exploited version of women, and those are not the type of women you're going to want to marry anyway. So I would understand that. But what they are doing is highlighting some hypergamous nature that will be more subtle in the real world, will be more subtle in your interaction with someone else. The other thing I would understand is that as a man, you should take responsibility of what your girl does. And so what I mean by that is a lot of men don't understand it, but they get cheated on or they get broken up with because they didn't properly hold frame, and they didn't create an atmosphere in which she would not want to leave him, or she would get addicted to him and want to stay, and he's doing everything right. So like I said, the red pill content, I think that reading all of Rollo's books are a really good idea for any young man. And I think it's really important that young men don't focus on getting women in their 20s, but they focus on understanding women in their 20s or when they're young, because what they should be doing is working on themselves while they're understanding. So by the time they do get in a position where they're high value or doing quite well for themselves, they don't get raked over the coals by a woman that would have stayed with him if he would have understood her in a different way. And I think that's what's most important. I really want to emphasize the fact that I think there are really, really good women in this world. But I also think you could take one woman and give her to guy A, and she'd be cheating on him, talking to guys in DMs, and give her to guy B, and she wouldn't even dream of it. He has her passwords. Like, she's like, I'll delete it for you. And a lot of that's going to be off of frame and the man that you become. And that's why I think it's very important that a young man study and understand female nature, not in a hateful way, but in an understanding way. Because if you really love your wife, you're going to game her forever, you know?